Okay.
Okay. As I said, my grandfather lived till he was 92, and when he was young, there were no cars or any vehicles like that. They had carriages and horses, and heavy things went by ox wagon. And how, I don't know, but they received a message from Johannesburg. He lived in Maritzburg, in the town near Durban. And he received a message that they needed flour in Johannesburg because there was a strike and there was no flour. The bakeries couldn't make bread. And they offered a nice big bonus to the first person that could bring flour to Johannesburg. So now my grandfather had an ox wagon and he had oxen. So he loaded up with flour in Maritzburg and off he set. And other people heard about it and they also set off Johannesburg with flour and hoped to be the first to get there and get this nice bonus. So all right, off they went. And the first Sunday, my grandfather didn't span his oxen because Sunday was a day of rest and it was the Lord's Day. And he rested and his oxen rested and just walked about munching grass and so on. And he read his Bible and that was that. And of course, everybody else went on and so he was lost. Anyway, that's what happened. And in those days, it took a week to get from Durban to Maritzburg, which is about
120 k's?
Yes, or say 100.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine how long it would take to get to Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next Sunday also, outspanned his oxen and they all had to rest. And off they went. Anyway, he managed to get to Johannesburg first because his oxen were rested on Sunday. Everybody else went on and on and on without a rest, and by the time they got near Johannesburg, the oxen were dead tired. And so his oxen were fresh because they had a day's rest every week, and he got there first and got the bonus.
What a good story, eh?